one of the interesting things that I find sort of in like fantasy or sci-fi media is I call it the ranger archetype or the ranger styled character. Lord of the Rings, you have Aragorn.
Yeah, the ranger.
The ranger, he was the OG. But then like Mandalorian, Mando, he's literally a ranger. He literally talks to animals in that one episode. And then there's Geralt from Witcher, who he does a lot of alchemy. He collects plants in order to make that kind of stuff. He has extensive knowledge of animals, and he's like a great tracker because his Witcher eyes and shit like that.
Yeah, I
always wondered where that clearly from like Aragorn, but I wonder why that is always like the cool guy, like character in every media.
I've got a very interesting take on this because, in my opinion, like another one of the OG Rangers is Batman. Because what makes a ranger? You meet a ranger on his terms. You give him enough time to prepare. You can't beat him.
No, yeah.
It's like if you come to a ranger on his known ground and try to fight him, he knows everything.
Yeah.
He knows your weaknesses. He knows what you are afraid of.
They're resourceful loners.
Yeah.
That was the word I was going to use. It was they're very resourceful. We've been playing Witcher 3 over on our Twitch channel, and one of the things that I love is like you just pick up a bunch of plants, like all sorts of different flowers and shrubs and like things like that. And you can make just like crazy concoctions with them. There is literally an oil for like any creature that you might fight. There's oils for necrophages. There's oils for beasts. There's oils for I think there's one for spirits or ghosts or whatever. There's parts of it where like you walk into a fight, you will get demolished if you do not prep for it properly. You need to take this potion and that potion, use this oil. That's one of the things that Witchers are trained to do. But it's like like John said, if you give a ranger time to prepare, they have thought of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just always wonder why. Because they're so like resourceful, but like they're always the cool guy.
Yeah,
they're always the cool guy in it.
I think you don't want to build a story around the nerd, the wizard, books.
It's kind of like you think about it. It's like they're not tied down.
No,
it's not like when you think about Knight, you're like, yeah, I'm part of an order or something like that. But it's also like with a Ranger, you're like, I can just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, the funny thing is that like the original one, Aragorn, it's like he's part of the Dunedain. So it's like there's this organization, but then in the books, the Dunedain come back, and you're like, oh, you are all badass motherfuckers.
What about MacGyver?
Yeah.
That's actually resourceful.
That's actually genuinely a good one.
Yeah.
Would I compare him to be an inventor, though?
Very high crafting.
Yeah.
He's definitely considered to be the Pathfinder 2e new class inventor. Plug.
Well, I know in the Advanced Player's Guide, at least, they expanded on trap crafting for Rangers. Like, you can spec your Rangers into traps and snares.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
but
MacGyver all the way.
Can you spec your Ranger into making a aircraft out of bamboo and trash bags?
I haven't gotten that far into the RPG yet.
That's the level 20 ability.
Construct aircraft.
What do you need? Trash bags? I got this.
It's just it was like a wheel with like a crank and then like a rod and then just like a hatchback.
Just every episode of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Rangers, everyone knows that the beloved sidekick of a Ranger is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Pour one out.
And last episode we had a tragic death of Skulty.
Gosh.
Shitty dice rolls.
It happened so fast.
I know.
The dice taketh.
Two rounds, I think. Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
good.
First round,
you
crit,
had
second round.
Crit fail and crit.
Crit fail and crit fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with a hero point.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah.
like that's why you have hero points, is for moments like those, but like you said, the dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
He even used a hero point, and
Yeah.
It just rolled even worse.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know what, at that point, I guess fucking meant to be.
And I would like to point out that that is the first official death on the DPS.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lost the best boy.
I lost a lot of money because I had a lot on Kezra.
I'll never die.
Like a lot of money.
Back in the beginning.
John is ruined.
I really like the idea that people are like betting against Kezra himself.
I got pretty close on that last round.
Yeah.
That was got a little squeamish.
And that was the thing. I even talked about it, but Adelar was like, who does he heal? He has a dying Skald, and he has arguably his best friend who just got tore up.
No, obviously you heal Kezra.
I know, but,
But-
it's still, it's like...
I think after this combat, like, as this goes, like, Benson is going to realize, like, I could have saved Skull.
Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah.
But I banked on the fact that he wasn't going to crit fail a
Yeah.
save, and I just... God damn it.
Just don't roll eight. Just don't roll one.
Yeah, just don't roll once.
Yeah.
We'll make Benson tell Elk, because I don't think Elk can actually see.
Oh no, Elk doesn't even know at this
Oh,
point.
it's even
Like
worse.
he knows that Skuld is down. Like he saw, and he's just like, oh, okay. He's like just dying, but he'd be okay. And then,
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
Imagine
yet.
like Adelar is just like sitting there, and he just like hears the last breath go out right after healing me. He
I
just
know.
like
Yeah.
hears.
And I moved in, like, that last move action was so that I could use one action to use a heal spell to get Skuld back up.
Yeah.
You know, like, I was...
And that's why I
perfectly
didn't
poised.
heal him, because you were right there.
Yeah.
But fuck, man.
I know. We were like I was like 2 seconds away. Like, when you think about a round being 6 seconds,
Yeah.
I was 2 seconds away from saving Skuld from
Yep.
death, but it just...
But an even shittier thing with me, it was like I moved up and attempted to intimidate. The intimidation didn't work.
Yeah,
So it
that's
was
true.
just a useless fucking turn. I could have saved Skull.
yeah.
Well, we may not be able to save him, but we can avenge him.
Yes, we
There you
can.
go.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I do want to focus
We have a
there.
Benson.
I do want to focus there on Skull as he takes his last breath and Adelar is looking at him. And Skull is laying there, his body's tore up. He took so much damage. And he sniffs at Adelar, and then you can see him sort of sniff in the direction like he's looking, searching for Elk. And he eventually sniffs in the direction that Elk is. He doesn't actually know where he is, he just knows that he's there. And knowing that he can still smell Elk sort of gives him the peace as he just sort of drops. Flashback. We see Skult sitting outside of what looks like a bar. Just being a good boy, just sort of sitting there. Kids come up and are just like, doggy, you know, and Skult just sort of like sheepishly takes the rough petting from a small child. Elk walks up and says, "I'll be right back." Goes into the bar. Not long after, there's a commotion coming from inside, and Skull wriggles out from where he was. He was I don't know if he was tied up or if he was just sitting there, but he sort of like stands up real quick, and he hears a commotion, and he goes in, and he sees all these people, but he doesn't see Elk. So he sort of sniffs around, doesn't see Elk anywhere. And he just starts searching throughout the city. And you have no idea where this is. He can't find Elk anywhere. So he decides he's gonna keep searching farther and farther out. Dogs that are trained to like smell and like hunt and stuff like that, they sort of do this thing where they'll search the immediate area, keep searching outward, and they'll just keep going in that direction and just, sort of cover an area. And eventually, Skult just sort of is kind of just like, well, I guess I'm kind of on my own for a bit. I guess I'll just kind of, he just sort of lives on his own. He's, hunting rabbits at night, and, he's sort of running away from people. Eventually, he's sleeping somewhere under a tree, and he hears something creep up behind him, and He gets tackled as someone puts a sack around Skull, hits him, knocks him out immediately, puts him in the sack. Skull wakes up later. He's inside of this bag, and you can hear a cart. It's like he's being transported somewhere. The cart opens up, and you actually see the town of Breach Hill. And the guy's like, yeah, I got this dumb wolf. You want it? Because you could use it for food. I mean, if you want to keep it too, that's conversation sort of milling. He opens up the bag, and Skulk bites the guy's hand, jumps right through it, and he's like, "You fucking dog!" And he swings Skull, still biting onto his hand, and he flings him away, and Skull just takes the chance and just runs. Does as much as he can to get away. He was outnumbered. There was a ton of people there. And he heads north. And as he heads north, he's just looking for, a trail or anything like that, just sniffing through the air. And he comes upon this large stone structure. And he smells like, it's just like gross. It's just disgusting when he can smell inside. And he finds this large door, and, storm's starting to come in at this point. And he's like, this looks like a safe structure. I've slept in these kinds of things before. And goblins and goblin dogs chase Skult out. They chase him down, and they grab him for a second. They stab him numerous times, just being mean. They're not even hunting him, just being mean to him. And eventually you see another goblin come out, and she goes, "Leave it alone. Just leave it, it's fine." Goblins eventually pull their goblin dogs off of Skult, and Skult limps away, getting ready to lick his wounds, and you hear chink as he steps into a bear trap. And he tries to struggle out of it, but the more he struggles, the more it hurts. And eventually he's just so weak, he just falls over to his side. He comes to again, but a very familiar smell is what awakens him. As he looks up, his tail starts wagging as the figure approaches, and it's Elk. There again. He found his best friend.
Reminds me of the episode of Airbender with Appa, where he's lost from Aang.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think I wrote that from? I wrote that a long time ago when we were watching it.
Tales about Sing.
So, when we started this podcast over a year ago now, and I'd listen back to the episodes, and I remember when we came across Skult in that bear trap, when all of us came across him, and I didn't think about it at first, but when I re-listened that episode months and months ago, I was like, wait a second, why was Skult in a trap? If that's his animal companion, why was he in a trap? And I always meant for Adelar to ask Elkwood about that, but the time never seemed right. And I just was always wondering,
Well, this whole thing, people don't think about animal companions that much just because they're there, but they're as much part of the group as any other person. It's like they're participating, and it's like the way people look at pets, because pets don't understand the world. We do.
Yeah.
So we are responsible for them, and the second an animal companion or a pet, they die, and it was they didn't know what they were signing up for.
No.
So this, in my humble opinion, this has been the first genuine failure of our group.
Yeah.
We lost one of our members.
Yeah. But as Kelly said, can't save Skull, but you can avenge him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended last episode on Elkwood's turn.
Yep.
So it is still your turn, Elk.
Yeah, and I would say, there is the connection that he has with his animal companion, but he doesn't realize the what would it be called? Kind of like that. He doesn't know. He knows he got hit hard, but he doesn't know that he fully died.
Yeah. You feel like he.
You feel like a pang, like something hurt, and he's just like, I need to get over there right now. But there's this thing that is completely devastating people right now. Like, he saw Kezra get lit up. Like, and hell, just like that attack before, like the sheer amount of fire. And so at this moment, he is going to take two of his fingers and just pull back the bowstring for a 2-action shot to give himself a +2 attack. Oh, 16 on the die.
Nice.
That's a hell of a lot better. So that'll be 16 plus that, so 32 to hit.
Nice.
32 will hit.
Oh yeah.
And that's his hunt prey. And 13 points of damage as a arrow flies into this thing's back.
All right.
And he is going to get out of the position he's at right now and drop down to the floor with a move action. Like, he's just going to...
Oh, yeah, you just drop.
Yeah. And, once again, he does not know this state, but he is, there's just a fury right now. And his turn is over.
All right. It comes back to her name was the Racharak. She sees Benson intimidating her and does not want to hear those words from you anymore.
Let's go.
All right. So, gonna use Draconic Frenzy.
Okay.
First attack. That'll be a 34.
Yep, that hits.
All right.
Gosh.
Raising shield, by the way.
All right. You use your shield block against it.
Yep.
Okay. 14 points of piercing.
Give me 1 second to pull up my health.
That's fine. I can roll the fire damage because it
Okay.
probably won't affect you.
Go ahead.
All right. 6 points of fire.
Okay.
Get all that damage reduction in one turn.
And that was 13 points of piercing?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then the claws. Let's see. Okay. That will be a 28.
That hits.
All right. And that is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a 25.
That hits.
All right.
That meets the AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 14 points of damage.
Woo! That's a lot.
Yeah, Draconic Frenzy is
Yeah.
very, very bad.
2-action.
One more time, how much damage was that last one?
What did I say? 13?
13.
13.
Yeah, I'm not looking good.
All right. It is Adelar's turn.
Alright, Adelar looks behind him. Actually, no, he was running to Skult and just sees, he's just too late. And, Adelar, he doesn't get attached to much, but he had a soft spot for that doggo, and he's pretty upset. But he's, typical of Adelar, he's going to redirect those feelings into something else. And at first, he's going to roll a knowledge check on the creature.
No creature.
Yeah. I don't know, 18.
Not enough.
All right, so not knowing enough about it, he's going to do what he does best and cast a 2-action heal on old Benson Black.
Appreciate it. Keep rolling rocks, my guy.
That's 44 points of healing.
Fuck!
Good.
God, you're a monster. I almost grabbed your phone. You're a
it wouldn't help
monster,
you.
my guy.
I love it.
44?
Yep. And that's Idola's turn.
All right. Kezra, you are invisible.
Everybody in the battle hears some draconic chanting coming from nowhere. And then Benson, suddenly your muscles tighten up.
Oh no.
And suddenly everything around you seems to be moving just a little bit slower. You have been hasted, my friend.
Nice.
I want to scream, but I shouldn't.
All the microphones.
Your muscles are twitching with just like extra energy.
Oh my
And you just
God.
everything just around you is moving just a little bit slower.
I fucking love both of
You
you.
gain one more stride or strike action each turn for 1 minute.
I'm gonna shred this motherfucker.
Now with the strike, is it still multiple attack penalty stuff?
Probably.
Yes,
No, it's
okay.
Wait, isn't it just 2 regular and then you go into your?
No, you when you're hasted, it gives you one. It gives you one action at the top. So
2 tops and then you go into the.
It
low.
doesn't affect your multiple attack penalty. You just gain an extra action that you can use to either strike or strike.
Okay, so it doesn't affect multiple attack penalty.
No, it does
Okay,
not.
good. Okay, all right.
But like
That'd
you
be
could,
cool if it did.
but now you can move more since you're so
Yeah.
slow.
Exactly.
Or you can just go for natural.
Yeah.
natural 20s.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Or like using zeal, which costs an action.
Yeah.
Now you still have 2 attacks you can use with it.
yep. Well, it is Benson's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Benson, knowing and feeling his friends are at his back, he will use every single one of his actions to try to destroy this stupid fucking thing. And since I've got a free one,
Did Kezra just move? Okay, he did.
yeah,
Oh, he's invisible.
I mean, Kezra moved, but he's invisible. So what does it matter?
Yeah, true.
Benson-
I saw him as.
Way to spoil the surprise there, bro.
Benson will, trusting that his friends are at his back, will use his second point to use zeal. That's definitely gonna fucking hit. So 28.
28. That will hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It'll play.
A little unfortunate with the rolling. 14 points of damage. A little sad.
14. Okay.
So, next attack. Probably gonna miss. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, miss.
Last attack. Well, no, that's not gonna hit.
Never know.
It's minus 10, right, for the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, you have another action. You're hasted.
He cast
I
zeal.
cast it.
Zeal first, yeah.
right.
All right. Benson getting a solid strike off. Elk, it's your turn.
Okay, so he's now dropped down. He's going to quick draw his Elven Curve Blade. So he is going to move here.
Okay.
First
you're
action.
about 10 feet behind. 10 feet behind the creacer. So
Yes.
yeah, got it.
So he is there. He is going to then take another move action to. Can I 5-foot step diagonally? Is that a thing, or is it?
It just cost an action. So you.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because I know like the weird distance thing.
Yeah, it's every other, so you're fine.
Okay, so he's going to step into here,
Okay.
right next to Kezra, and he is going to lash out with his Elvish Curve Blade. Like
All
he
right.
once again still has no idea, but it's just like this weird cold fury in his eyes. Fucking hell, man. That's an 18. That's what I have. 17, sorry.
17 total.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That is a miss.
He rolled a fucking 3.
Oh
Yeah.
God. It comes back to her turn. Yeah, she's just
Hit
gonna
me.
go.
Come on.
She's gonna go right for Benson
Hit
here.
me.
Say 34 to hit.
Hits. Ray shield.
All right.
Not a crit though. That's good.
Yep, not a crit. 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That was the bite. And then 6 points of fire.
Okay.
How's your shield looking at this point?
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Second attack. First claw attack, so it's agile. 20 total.
Miss.
Wow, okay.
That
And
literally
then-
would have hit like anyone else.
Yeah, I know.
It would have.
And then after that, it comes to 22.
Miss.
Miss.
Yes.
Wow.
Better round.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was a
I'm
very
talking
good round.
Benson is understanding this thing's attack and like just hit, and he sees a claw coming in and just bats it away with his shield. He's like, "I've got your fucking number now."
Nice.
It comes to Adelar.
All right. You know, I'm still. I gotta find out more about this thing. I'm gonna try. All right, here goes. Come on, Adelar. For knowledge checks, I just roll crap.
I don't know why you're doing so bad.
Dude, as long as you roll rocks for healing,
Is that a hint, John?
I could use some.
I really want to do something else.
Can you imagine how much harder this fight would be if there wasn't a wall around the fucking pillar?
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
Every turn.
Yep.
Blind.
You know, I think I am going to do something else.
That's fine.
At the risk of perhaps killing Benson.
No, I'm gonna be
okay.
fine. Just do your thing.
All right. So so actually, you see that the creature, it looks like maybe like a combination of like smoke and darkness start pouring out of the creature, and you see it actually flow towards Adelar, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Ooh.
Okay.
Making you roll.
I know.
Which is fortitude probably.
It's pretty good.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
It saes attempt a ranged spell attack. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I should do that first.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
My bad. You know, it's good to read spells, right?
Huh,
Yeah, every once in a while.
Oh my gosh!
No, don't do it.
What?
That was.
Oh, boy.
Magic fumble.
It would have worked out if you just
fumble.
Would have worked out if you just forgot.
Oh.
This is the worst.
Interesting. Okay. Strange transfergence. Lose one prepared spell or spell slot determined randomly by the GM. Your target can cast the spell on their next turn, even if they can't cast spells, using your spell level, spell attack modifier, and spell DC.
Well, guess what?
So you choose one of Tim's spells that it can cast next turn.
Randomly.
Yeah, randomly. Okay, how the hell do we want to do this? All right.
If he gets healed, we're fucked.
Oh
Like,
my god.
This is
Well,
bad
to be
because
fair,
I have
to
a
be fair,
lot of.
He didn't prepare any heal spells because that is part of his healing font.
Yeah.
okay.
So
So
luckily
yeah,
we're not
spells.
going to get that. We're
That's
going to
okay.
get some other crazy Adelar spell thing though.
oh, this monster suddenly
Okay,
gains
all
40
right, so
fucking hit points.
You have first through third level spells, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I just cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
So that's gone.
Okay.
So,
but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a 1d4 and then I'll ignore the 4. So I'll roll a 1d3 for first, second, or third level.
okay.
Okay. So
And then you'll roll
He- I mean,
to
he-
get the spell.
He can
Right.
cast
I mean, you
cantrips too.
could roll 1d6 because I have
This is
exactly
prepared
six
spells.
I know.
prepared spells left.
okay, so
you
want
just
to
roll 1d6.
Okay, 1d6. All
Yeah.
right. 2.
Okay. You get bless.
Okay. All right.
That's the best thing that could have happened.
I literally
That's genuinely the best thing that could have happened.
every other spell would have been fantastic for it.
And we
So cinematically, he shoots a ray, and the ray, as it hits her, a flame goes back up the ray of enfeeblement, and Adelar just feels like drained for a second, as the flame almost took something from him.
Yeah.
This creature is unlike anything I have ever fought. As you see like there's burn marks on his chest where like the spells have been ripped from his very being.
Damn.
Gosh.
All right. After Adelar, it is Kezra's turn.
So everybody hears from right behind this creature what sounds like 2 different spells cast.
Come on, hit him.
And then Kezra appears as he attacks with his Cinder Claw gauntlet charged with electrical energy. It also is glowing its white light like its true strike.
Come on!
Crit.
I gotta stop screaming, but I don't want to.
Alright, a natural 14
Nice.
That's good.
and a natural 2.
14.
Okay.
I'll take the 14
Uh-huh.
for 26 against flat-footed.
That is a hit.
So only 9 damage.
Okay.
It's damage.
Wait, was any of that fire damage?
No, lightning damage.
Oh, right.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Got with striker in the back. Benson, your turn.
Benson, being out of focus points, cannot heal himself, so he's just gonna swing for the fucking fences.
Still hasted though.
That's a definite hit at
but-
20. Wait. Yeah, no, 28.
28, yep. Because Kezra and Benson are on either side of her, she is flat-footed.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So, little bit easier to hit now.
Plus my strength. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Second strike. That's a 13 on the die, so that's going to be -5, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 22?
22 does not hit.
Damn. Okay.
Even flat-footed?
Even 5-footed.
Okay. Now I'm swinging, because I got 2 attacks. I'm swinging for the fences, hoping to get, like,
Crazy.
crazy.
Good 20.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
All right. Elkwood, your turn.
He is going to whirl around and swing.
Come on.
14 on die.
Good shit.
That is a 28.
That'll hit.
So that's going to be 3d8.
3, Jesus Christ.
That's what I do with a Zeal Strike.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
16 plus 3. So 19 points of damage.
God damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking
And
A.
he's going to whirl around, swing again. 12 on a die. That
Maybe.
is the minus. Hold on, sorry, I'm thinking.
Just -5 to whatever.
Well, it's an
Elven Kerblade's agile.
Okay.
Okay.
finesse.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah, so, yeah.
So that's a -4 instead, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you might still have
22.
this. Oh, no.
Nope.
That's a 22.
Nope, that is a miss.
And he is going to swing again. 'Cause you never know.
Me and you both got
20!
20! Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So what's the total?
The total itself would be -4 again, so 20. Shit. Ah, John, you're pulling my head. Oh god. Sorry, -8 off of 14. I'm blanking. Bro.
So
That's
6. So
26.
26.
26, so that would still beat
The
her
AC.
AC. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a crit.
That is
Beautiful.
a crit.
Awesome.
Yep.
Surprise opening. The crit effect is you gain 1 action that you can use before the end of your turn to use an attack action against the target. So you get a free attack against this thing.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it gets my negatives on that one.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just get a free hit.
Yeah,
Roll
double.
another 20.
Yeah, so that'd be double damage.
Double damage.
Yep.
All right.
And crit effect.
Damn, what a round.
And +1 due to forceful.
Oh, right, because of her
Nice.
blade.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually need to look that up for a minute because, like, I'm thinking about it because I'm like, what is it? I am confused, I guess, with the crit effect sometimes because I know you have to be like trained to get the.
Yeah, you have to be.
But there really isn't anything with the curve blade that is like you get bleed or something. It's just forceful.
I don't remember what the curve blade one is.
Do you have access to the critical specialization?
I don't think he does.
No, I would have to take Elven Weapon Excellence.
Oh, okay. So,
okay.
All right. So just do your regular damage and then double it.
Yeah, so it's just 2d8. 2d8 plus 3, so it's 7, 10,
And you get +2 for forceful because it's striking, right?
yes.
You get 1 extra damage per damage deck.
That's 10.
Ah.
So it was a +2 to that, so
Yeah.
12, 15. 15 plus the strength modifier, so double that, so that'd be 30 points of damage.
30 points
Oh
of
my
damage.
God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Holy shit. Okay.
That was a pal.
Then you get that extra attack action.
Oh yeah,
extra
might as
attack.
well.
Roll another 20.
Roll another 20. You got it. You got it.
Oh
You
yeah,
killed
yeah,
Skull.
yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's an 18.
Not quite.
That's
Probably not good though.
It's that'd
No.
be another -4. So that's
No,
No,
you
no,
don't-
no.
It's just
Base.
-8.
-8.
You got this.
You don't go beyond your third penalty.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So 18.
So it's a +6.
So it's a 24 then.
That is a miss.
Flat-footed?
Flat-footed?
Flat-footed.
Damn. Oh, that's rough.
Man.
Almost.
Oh,
I
man.
almost
how
got her.
fucking close. Jesus. He is trembling and pissed and
Benson has been very fortunate with his damage rolls lately, but that's a fucking hard AC to
Oh.
hit.
Yes.
that's a
Yes, it is.
mean AC.
So she turns to Elk because he just ripped her right open. She is barely hanging on and wants to just unleash a gout of flame on him.
Of course.
Oh, man.
So make me a reflex save.
I can't
Is this
help
the
you.
breath weapon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think the way that breath weapons can work, can't she hit both you and Kezra?
She is
With-
not. She's not attempting to do that. She is just trying to light Elk
okay.
up.
All right, I'll just
Alrighty. Come on, D20. Please don't fail me now. Ugh. God fucking damn it, man. 18.
18. That is just a regular fail.
I will take a regular
And
fail.
I can't do any action to retributive strike or anything.
You take 26 points of fire damage.
He will take that and just deal with it. He is fine, actually. So
That's good.
I actually have a surprising amount of health. So
Yeah. Yeah. Rangers have fighter HP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
so I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
And he just kind of like takes it and he just kind of looks right back at her and just anger is coming up.
Adelar. You see her. She looks to be barely holding on after Elk ripped open her side.
All right.
Throw a rock at her.
Adelar is actually gonna step up,
Oh.
and he's gonna be like, "You took life from others. It's time for me to take yours." And I need you to make a fortitude save.
Me?
Yep.
At that point, Elkus just like turns his head.
Holy
for
shit. A 22?
A 22. Let me see.
So I just
Okay,
fail.
you succeed. However,
Uh-huh.
I get to do half a damage.
Okay.
All right.
He's rolling a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of
That's a
rolls.
lot
What
of
are you doing
die.
over there?
D4s.
So you take 10 points of necrotic damage
Ooh.
as I sap the life from you.
Wow. Okay.
Come on.
So, as you go up and you sap the life from her, you see the blood come out of her wounds into your hand and go into your flesh. And she does one gout of flame into the air as she dies.
Yes.
You have defeated the Hawk Spawn of Racharak.
The Spawn of Dahak. That's quite a name.
As you look at her features now, they look to be draconic in nature, as if she is some sort of like weird, disgusting fusion of Dahak into a Charaka.
And as you see, like this literally life force like seeping out from this creature into Adelar, like you guys have never seen Adelar do anything like that before, and you just see like there's just this look of like intense like fury and like bloodlust in his eyes. And then after the creature falls, he looks at Elkwood and he's like, Elkwood, I'm so sorry.
He doesn't even, like, he just starts walking. Because it's like he knew something happened, and he just walks over and then just kneels next to his companion. Like, just silent. Like, he kind of knew. Like, it was just something that hit him, and he was just kind of like, it was just kind of something deep in him just kind of like shattered a little bit, and he's just kind of sitting there.
So as this is happening, Benson looks back, and Benson realizes what's happening here. But Benson looks at Kezra. We have to contain that fucking pillar. You did a great job of it at first, but it's not permanent. We have to figure this out now.
We need to find out what it is. But I agree, we should probably destroy this thing.
I looked at it and I couldn't see. Without the intervention of Adela, I would have been fucking useless. Help me destroy this thing.
Let's do it.
So, how do you want to do it? Because you knew that it had to see you. You cast the illusion spell, it wasn't able to shoot its eye beams at you, so you know it actually has to see in order to use this. Your illusion that lasts, what, an hour, Kelly?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, Ooh. Okay. I think a minute has gone by. Not even that, actually.
No, not really.
Yeah, I was about to say,
probably.
Like,
I mean,
30 seconds, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the 30 seconds of combat and, another 10, 15 seconds of that conversation. So you have a little over 9 minutes left. What do you guys want to try to do?
Can I make a religion roll? Again, roll 20 with trackpads, man. God,
yeah.
Lord. I just want to ask Iomade, is there any way I can destroy this thing?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, probably not.
Ooh.
Not terrible.
That's a good roll.
Wait, what? Oh, god damn it.
You opened into a new window.
Yeah, I did.
A new windowed.
24.
Oh.
24. This looks like your stereotypical altar, actually. Desecrating and destroying altars, you've probably done that before.
I definitely have.
Simply tipping it over, destroying it, beating it to hell. You think that if you break the shit out of it.
So, Benson stands up. Is this a real wall, Kezra?
No.
So
I think Kezra can probably make it transparent from just our side.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So Benson will step down or lower his shoulder, and he will just fucking run at this fucking thing.
Just tackles it.
Exactly.
Okay. You're just gonna tackle it over?
Yes, I'm trying it.
Okay. See, my issue is that...
Yeah, it's gonna see me.
Yeah, it's gonna see you once you get in there. So... and it's a reaction.
Man.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. So you're just gonna charge at it?
Yep.
If he's blind, you can just keep swinging at it.
And by the way, as close as this wall is, it might get a shot at me. Even if I'm blind, I'm still flying at this thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's less than 5 feet.
Right.
That's true.
Make me an athletics check.
Where's athletics?
Should we have the bait?
Yeah, first skill, I think.
No, it's acrobatics.
Skills. Third down.
Third down. Plus 11. 23.
23. You sort of just smack into it, and it barely moves, but you do not knock it over.
Okay.
I see by the picture, it's made of primarily wood.
It is made of primarily wood.
Can we just burn it?
You can try.
Like, can I roll crafting to see if burning it will be effective?
It looks like wood.
Okay.
It could be petrified.
Yeah, I guess knowing that, Adelar's just going to send him out a flame and light it up. Produce flame on it.
Doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Yep.
Dahak.
Yep.
Funny how that works.
Can you roll Arcana on this thing? I failed at mine, so I can't
You
do
mean
it again.
religion? I think.
Arcana.
I
I'm
believe
gonna
it was
run
I
into
believe
it
you made
again.
me roll Arcana.
I'm
on it,
going
right?
to run into it again.
Just gonna, hold on. It's going to try to do an I-beam on you
Yep.
as you
Go
ran
ahead.
in.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Thief, maybe.
37 to I-beam you.
That hits.
All right. Is that a crit?
It is.
Okay.
But like we talked about, I still hit it.
You still did. So make me the fortitude save first.
Okay. I just want to. I want to let Mark know what I rolled for
okay.
the
Yeah,
strength
that's
check.
a good roll.
For fortitude, 23.
23. Oh. So would be a regular failure, but because it was a crit, is a critical failure, which means you are blinded for 24 hours.
Oh,
You
Mark,
still hit it, correct?
yeah. Why don't you let them know what I rolled?
That was a 19 on die.
It was a 19 on the die.
For what's your total athletics?
Athletics, 32.
32. It was a DC 26 to push the pillar over.
Damn.
As you tackle this thing and just shove it over, eventually the fire glowing from it just goes away. You've successfully destroyed this dragon.
Ooh.
I would scream, but it's too loud, so I won't scream. But you can just imagine Benson just throwing all of his hatred and just anger at this fucking thing. It blinds him, but he doesn't even fucking care. You can't stop me.
He just shouted at Adler. Adler,
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
So Benson is now lying in the ruins of this fucking pillar.
Yeah, it crumbled over and destroyed.
I can't see, but I did it tonight.
You felt it.
Ke-
Like you felt
Kezra
it
walks
fall.
up to him and he's just like, "You know, we could have taken some more time to deal with this more carefully.
But I did it.
Benson, I'm beginning to wonder if I can trust you to keep your emotions in check on this mission. Things are getting dangerous, and you are not the stable one that I met you back in Breach Hill. Can I trust you? You're beginning to worry me.
Benson will just sit up. Again, he can't see.
Here's a
I'm
punch.
over here.
Just
Said, did you trust me to fight that thing? Did you trust me to do what I could to fell this thing?
Truthfully, no. You did what you needed to do. But your behavior is beginning to concern me, and my well-being is very much linked to yours. I cannot be traipsing around this sweaty-ass jungle filled with draconic monstrosities, wording that the, let's say, damage-taking leader of the party is not all that trustworthy.
You trust me where you want to trust me, and I'm worthy of your trust. Have I failed in any way? And again, Benson's looking at the ground. He can't see shit. And he kind of knows why, but it's like...
You're fine, but just know that you need to keep yourself in check if we're going to make it out of this alive. Enjoy your day of darkness. As he walks away.
I feel like they don't know it's a day, but...
it's nighttime now.
Well,
But,
it gets really dark about
I feel
midday.
like the second Kezra starts walking away, even though Benson can't see, but like Kezra walks away a bit, and it's only because Benson's been thinking, and he's like, I am only what I have to give. I gave it. I don't give a shit about you. I'm only what I have to give. And I gave it, Kezra. Did you give it?
Benson looks to be monologuing
Yeah.
in the middle of the clearing.
And at the same time, it's like, John knows that Kezra was the most important fucking person in that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely putting that illusionary wall up. Just saved everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he did that, I was kind of like, oh, wait, how could it do I-beams?
Nope, can't.
The Dragon Pillar sees a... Uh-oh.
But all Benson knows how to do is just throw himself at every problem until it goes away. Or he destroys it.
I would say that's insane, though. Like, every turn. Like,
yeah,
I-beams.
it's a fucking insane pillar.
I-beams. Like...
Routine, one action.
It doesn't do any damage, but it'll blind you. Like, I'm just trying to think of other people like that are just doing straight, like, fighters or barbarians or something going into this and just completely getting annihilated by something.
Well, you guys have successfully destroyed and disabled this pillar.
Good.
Benson is blind for, not that you know, but 24 hours.
Yeah.
So until midday tomorrow, he is going to be very hard to pull through the jungle.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
Adelar, can you do anything about his eyes?
Tomorrow, after my preparations, I should be able to restore his sight, so that won't be a problem. But I don't think he should keep watch tonight.
Oh my
I feel like even Benson's like, no shit. Really?
Benson, what do you see? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's all black, so it's like a normal night for me as a human.
That's
It's like there's an episode of Family Guy where Joe he goes to the doctor and the doctor comes in and he's like, I have terrible news, and Joe's like, what? He's like, your legs don't work. And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh, thank God you knew already.
Yeah.
He's like, I knew that.
Well, Kezra's like, well, we might as well set up camp, but first things first. What did this thing have on it?
Yes.
What?
Or any of the belongings in the area?
What did it have on her? It's a good question.
And that's when you're like, nothing.
Let's see.
So I think even before Kezra just starts looting around, Adelar kind of shoots him a glance and's like, Kezra, is this really the time to go after treasure? And he kind of motions towards Elkwood.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
I'll be quiet about it.
I'm just waiting for Kezra's pep talk here.
To be
Just
fair,
a butt.
what you do find is rat being smoked over a fire.
Ooh, so nothing.
Nothing.
Wonderful.
Kezra eats the rat.
Gamey.
Tired of fighting things that don't have anything valuable on them. And Kezra's just gonna. He's not gonna get involved with Elk.
Yeah.
He's just gonna keep his distance.
And
he knows his presence isn't gonna make anyone feel better.
real quick,
I'm really insensitive to these situations.
in a fucked up way, Benson has no idea what the fuck happened to Skelt.
Skull.
Yeah, I think knowing that, like, you don't... Like, I kind of made mention to Kezra. Kezra knows, so Adelar's going to go over to Benson. I guess you're still sitting in the ground.
No, I literally... I was about to say, I raised my hand, and I'm just like, can somebody... And then he's just reaching out for somebody to help him.
Yeah, so Adelar comes over and picks you up, and he kind of whispers quietly, Benson, in our battle, we lost Scott. I couldn't get to him in time. I thought I could reach him, but I was too late. Me and Elkwood, we don't see eye to eye many times. I fear my presence wouldn't be very comforting to him. Perhaps you might be able to say something.
And before anyone can hear us as we're like walking, I think that's the first time Benson is just like, I could have saved him.
I mean, It's like you'll just probably just hear like the shuffling of dirt as he just starts digging, like using his blade as like a shovel. And yeah, he's just gonna be silent, like dead silent about all this. And he's just gonna keep digging. Actually, he used a star knife. That's more disposable.
Yeah.
And honestly, it would be probably better as a shovel. But
Elven curb blade is like ribbon.
yeah, they and yet it weighs more.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well,
yeah, but he starts just digging.
Elk just digs. Unless anybody does anything else. Benson is blind. Elkwood lost his animal companion, and you guys are kind of in a situation. I'd say it takes an hour to dig a grave big enough for Skult.
Oh, he knows he's gonna make it deep, so it's like not. Oh no, like not discoverable by carrion eaters, basically.
Yeah.
And just slowly put his body in and start covering it. And just keeps kind of, once again, it's just he's just been questionably, he's just silent, but like and no one's been near him, but like his eyes are like glowing just a touch, like of just this rage underneath.
And that's the fucked up thing. Like, this is a situation that our characters could genuinely bond over, this feeling of rage. But we can't. Because Benson can't fucking see.
And honestly, I would say Elk would not be appreciative of anything right now. He is not in a good mood. And, like, it's just something now he has, like, kind of something that he's working with the tenets of his deity in its own way. And he just wants blood. Like, just unadulterated, just blood.
Yeah.
And just keeps to himself for a little bit. But
It goes into the afternoon. You have put Skult in, covered it back up. Where do you guys want to go from here?
That's such a hard fucking question, Jay.
Well, we gotta.
I don't even know if we should go anywhere.
Yeah, because you have a blind Benson. Yeah, it would be very.
You've got a black Benson and you've got a blind Benson.
Benson the blind.
Yeah.
But it would be just a terrible idea to drag him through the jungle. Who thought the Mwangi Expanse would be so deadly? But
yeah, and
it'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah, Adler's in no mood to travel after that combat, I don't think.
Are we actually going to take a day and not do anything?
Well, we went up once hex. I mean, that's the thing.
We're
like,
technically taking half a day to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Like, if we encounter anything else, you're blind. And
like almost all my spells are gone.
yeah, like we are wiped for the moment.
Yeah, this was a vicious combat.
Yeah, it was.
From a small creature too.
Yep.
That's the thing. Oh my god damn.
Yeah, turns out getting Dragon Blood in you doesn't make any bigger.
It just makes you fight.
It's really tough.
So he's going to, I guess, try to set up for camp.
Okay.
See what he does.
I don't feel like I can roll that survival check.
I'll keep my ears open.
It worked last time. I don't think it's going to work now.
That's a 20 exactly.
A natural 20
Oh,
perfect.
shit.
Well,
for a 20.
Well, I got a 26.
There you go.
that is more than enough.
Kezra spawns a cozy cabin.
I think a 20 is technically a failure, right?
Huh?
A 20 is a failure, right?
Did you get the +2 from the gear?
So 22.
So 22.
I get an actual crit
You
success.
get an actual crit success, yeah.
Just barely.
Yeah, you make very comfortable lodging. You find like a nice spot that's sort of covered by trees. There's not much wind coming through here either. You find a pretty decent place. So you guys bed down for the night. So I imagine you help Benson take off his armor, lay him down.
Oh shoot! So
Oh, no.
I think Adlar would be helping Benson take off his armor, and
any time there's a rustle in the woods, there's noise, Benson just immediately grabs a sword. He looks like a scared fucking child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he has no power anymore.
Yeah.
But he just wants to be able to do something.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
It's like, Benson, it's all right. It's just a rust in the wood. Don't worry. We're keeping a good lookout. You're in good hands.
I should be watching.
I could cast sleep on you if you're having trouble.
I mean,
That's true. You can forego to roll a save.
Sure.
So
Oh yeah.
he has to accept it.
If
Though.
you need some magical help.
He has to accept it though. So.
I should be watching.
I mean that is what friends are for, right? To keep watch when you cannot.
I thought I was doing something right when I knocked that stupid fucking statue over. Was I doing something wrong? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I think from what we do know that a thing is made of evil and disseminates chaos. So I think you did right by toppling it over, but even the right action can have consequence, and sometimes we're just not strong enough.
Adelar, I wouldn't say I'm a cautious person, but he was being ridiculously reckless. What if you can't heal his blindness tomorrow? What then?
Kezra, have you such little faith in the
I
divine
can.
providence of Abadar?
We don't know what this thing is. We don't know. You were able to heal it once. What if it was luck? I know Abadar's strong, but if you can't heal him tomorrow, then he's just a lead weight that we're dragging through the jungle.
Damn, it's like he's trying.
I know.
Well, I know that
He's painfully...
Abadar and Iomade have sent us here for good reason. I don't think they'd abandon us now in our greatest time of need. Perhaps you are used to deities letting you down, Kezra, but I have never been let down by Abadar.
He's right.
Oh shit!
Whenever you're really mean.
Oh,
No.
silence broken.
We're really poking at each other today.
But he's right. I decided to throw myself at something I didn't understand. That's what I've always done, and it's always worked out.
I feel
This
like
was the one thing that I threw myself at that I couldn't. Maybe I was wrong.
it seems that this place is really pushing us to the limit. Benson, you can't trust your brute force. I can't even trust my own knowledge. I fear that while I trust in Abadar, I don't know if I trust in myself.
I'm supposed to be Iomede's chosen, and even I don't know. But if there's anybody touched by a god, I think I've met him.
I think it's totally fair that you're chosen by Iomade. Why not? I think it's a grand idea, and it's handed down in your family or whatever, but we just need to channel that brute strength we've talked about. With the precision and the care that elk would fire an arrow from his bows.
Are we on a business retreat?
What you don't understand, you need to synergize. Buzzword.
I have very, very vested interest in returning to Aquafel alive. And you being blind really gets in the way of that.
We are a family here.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever's ailing you, friend, it needs to stop.
You guys go on and rest into the night. Benson, you are just struck by just stress You can't see, and as someone that relies on sight and light,
Yeah.
it is tough. And there are times that you can almost feel a presence actually standing over you. Doesn't say anything. You heard Kezer earlier as he was taking a watch. He was outside.
Yeah.
And the others are resting as well.
And Kezra takes a very loud watch.
Yeah, I know.
Grunts and loud farts.
He sneezes like a dad.
Complaining about being bored.
Cuts open a can of beans real loud.
Slurping the meat off the rat bones.
Yeah.
So it's not any of them. But there is a sense of calm. And you feel like a hand on your shoulder, and it eases you away as you feel like even in your state, you are safe.
Yeah.
And so eventually you do get some rest. Shift change comes back. Who's taking second watch?
Elkwood, obviously.
Elkwood.
Play on words.
Yeah, I think Adler probably takes second shift too. Always good to do it in pairs.
You guys are both sitting there, completely quiet, as I'm sure Elk isn't saying anything. Adelar, you're praying or just listening out, making sure that nothing comes up on you guys in the state that you're in. And you look over, and Elk isn't exactly asleep, but you can tell that he's sort of just like, his eyes are closed, he's still attuned, but you can almost see, how like in REM, like how the eyes are sort of moving. You can see that he's doing that. And his eye movement is just very fast. It's almost like he's like, there's a lot going on back there. Deep within Elkwood's mind, he was looking back and just remembering everything with Skult, all the years that he had. And he keeps going back and back and back. And before even Skult. And we just hear, Elk. Elk! Elkwood! Shouting orc caused the young half-elf to jolt awake, exhausted from staying up all night in pursuit of a couple dissenters of their gang. It was overcast, the gray skies giving way to darker storm clouds on the horizon. If anything, it was a perfect day for training. It had been close to a decade for the half-elf, staying within the organization from the skin of his teeth, continuing to make a meager living doing smaller jobs for Master Grimm. All from leading passerbys into alleyways for a quick mugging, to smuggling contraband through sewers. It was a filthy life, but it gave a roof over his head, and in a way, some respect. Granted, the respect only came in short bursts.
Sorry, Garrick.
The duo had been riding all night and most of the morning, stopping only for a break. Currently in Casimir, the trail they were following led right into the forest, a perfect training assignment for a fledgling stalker. The orc was outfitted in studded leather garb, while Elk in a cheap leather set, complete with throwing knives and a shoddy shortbow. The orc had a longbow at his side. All right, Elk. Master Grimm's believe it's time to showcase the potential I saw in you. Now you gonna follow my lead? It's simple, and I am what you would call in the business a stalker. I help those that deserve it and bring them back. I say this one is a bit easier on your first assignment. We only need one of them alive. The orc continued, clearing his throat as his eyes stayed ahead and scanning the road. 3 men. Jonah Wheels, human. Jesse Crone, human. And Thurgo Drungle, a halfling. Needless to say, they decided to go off and steal from our family.
Oh, what did they steal? Gold? I doubt that. No cart was taken. Plus, they would have needed to be set up a transport without raising alarms. I'm assuming information.
Ah, very good. Information is a huge part of Master Grimm's life. He sees many places, has little eyes planted around not only Absalom, but also around Taldor, Onderon, and Osirian. He will learn that information is worth more than gold. These fools decided to sell that information. Question is, to who?
Silence followed for a while, the pair occasionally stopping their horses for the orc to show Elk how to follow tracks, take note of the tread, bits of debris that might have fallen from a saddlebag or crumbs from a hastily eaten ration. After several miles of riding and finding nothing, the day almost seemed to be lost. Or, that is what Elk thought. Garrick saw it. Unable to see in the dark, the half-elf was at the mercy of torchlight. But within the tree line, the larger ranger spotted a lead. His voice now reduced to a whisper.
We'll need to continue on foot for now. Right side of the road, I see brown fabric and a broken branch leading into the tree line. Could be an animal. Could be them. They have roughly 6 hours on us, but they are not marathon men, and we didn't sleep last night. I will leave you with a question. As from now on, silence. But which one do we keep alive?
A smile spread to the face of the orc, the half-elf smiling in return, emulating his teacher. In truth, it was a good lead. The fabric did belong to one of the 3 that ran, and it was such a small bit of cloth that no one would have really noticed, but they were dealing with a creature that loved to hunt. The orc moved ahead again, keeping low with his ward in pursuit. Unfamiliar to the forest, it was a new experience for the boy, but for Garrick, this was his forte. He moved and stopped, examining a broken stick or a bent branch, shuffling the 2 along the maze of trees until finally there was the smell of smoke. A fire, a very small one, but a mistake. The smell became stronger until there was a glint of light and soon nothing. One of the targets had doused the fire, but it was too late. Garrick indicated to Elk to take point, the dying light of the day just enough for him before mouthing,
3, 2, 1.
The longbow let loose an arrow driving right into the neck of one of the humans, while an arrow landed into the side of the other. The smaller humanoid with them shuddered and ran into the tree line.
Elk, get him.
For a moment the half-elf grinned and dashed off into the tree line after the halfling, diving and jumping through the bramble with surprisingly little issue. The dimming light of the sun did not inhibit his ability to search. It was just enough. And then a glint of steel as the halfling cried out and landed onto the ground.
Please, let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Elk approached, eyeing the form and seeing where the blade was lodged, right into the meat of the thigh, luckily avoiding a rather important artery.
Sorry, this is the business of it all. You shouldn't have left.
Grabbing the uninjured leg of the humanoid, he returned to Garrick with the quarry, dragging him to a now kneeling human.
Good job.
The words cut through Elkwood, causing him to almost blush a bit as he took to Garrick's side. The gruff orc looked down at the 2.
All right, who's the mastermind of this betrayal?
Both wide-eyed yelled the same name as the one who was killed first.
Ah, likely. Now who knows more?
The orc began to walk around them and behind them.
To make this simple, whoever gives me more will live.
The 2 then looked at each other and began to shout.
Yes, Grognak is selling weapons at the Red Capes are causing pirates and the evil wizard Kaltanuk over.
To Elk, this was nothing. But for Garrick, it almost seemed like he was appraising each word, to which, finally, the human spoke louder.
Darriston up north was interested in getting involved in trade in Absalom and wanted to cut boss men out.
The halfling swore and finished.
We were simply relaying info.
It was above his pay grade, but Garrick looked at the 2 and nodded.
Thank you. Now, Wilk, remember that question I brought up before?
The half-elf cocked his head for a moment.
Well, I mean, I was thinking the one with the more information.
Before the answer was given to him, a spray of blood coating his pants and the large axe of the orc beheaded the human, leaving the halfling staring in horror, coated in his former collaborator's blood. A sick, toothy grin now on the face of the orc.
Whoever's easiest to smuggle back, of course. Come on, bag him.
Looking to the corpse and to the halfling, the half-elf quickly hog-tied and gagged the poor dissident, before dragging him to the horses and laying him on the back of Garrick's steed. Moments later, the orc returned with a clean blade before mounting, the half-elf following in suit.
Let's head back. Crate's near the ferry that will hide him. Jera should be working by the time we go.
For that moment, some insane thought crossed his mind. As Elkwood looked out to the tree line where they just were, the voice of Garrick disappeared, and just the sound of his own heartbeat flooded into his ears. Cuckoo, cuckoo. The setting sun over the tree line never looked so beautiful, and for that moment, he felt a sliver of freedom before feeling the orc's gaze on him, to which he mounted the horse and snapped back to bitter reality, hearing so faintly in the distance a single, lone howl. I'll see you guys next time.